next speaker is a gentleman who I hold in just incredibly high regard. I was going to say that, gosh, he wasn't much of a public speaker when he came to us, but that would really be a lie. And his name is Rick Erling. And Rick really epitomizes what a graduate of this program thinks and feels, and the abilities and skills that they bring to bear in the world of work. And I just appreciate you, Rick, more than you will ever know. And I will tell you that every time I am lucky enough to hear Rick speak, I walk away with some really great nuggets that help me in my business. I bet you're going to do that today too. Would you please help me to welcome 2014 graduate of the Emerging Leaders Program, and that would be the wonderful Rick Erling. Rick?
Wow, what an introduction. I've got a lot to hold up to. Thank you, Lynn. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As Lynn said, my name is Rick Erling. Can everybody hear me all right in the back there? Sound good? My name is Rick Erling. I'm a graduate of the 2014 class of the Emerging Leaders Initiative, and I'm really honored to be asked to speak for a few minutes here and address the 2015 class of the Emerging Leaders Program here at Dallas City Hall today. Herb Austin asked me to speak for just a few moments today and share with you my experiences with the Emerging Leaders Program, what you can expect, what it's meant to me, and more importantly, what it's meant to my business. As you've already gathered from the other speakers that preceded me here today, perhaps from the application process and the interview process, it's going to be an intensive program. I think everybody knows that already. And over the next 7 months, working with your classmates, you're going to go deep into the organizational framework, the resource network, the motivation required to build a sustainable business. And although that's the core, the real core of the content that you'll be learning, and it's helped me to build my business and make the first quarter of this year one of the most profitable quarters that I've had to kick off a new year. But, thank you. But that's just a fraction of what you're going to learn, and a mere fraction of the value that you can expect to attain from this program. As an example, I'm the president of a company called Business Growth US, and we are lead generation specialists. We act as a fractional marketing team to small businesses, and we help them get in front of more of their ideal prospects. Now, as small business owners, I think we're all guilty of this. We often get too myopic. And coming into this class, I really thought I had a good grasp of my business, the 4 functional areas that Yolanda talked about. But what I found quickly is that I was spending too much time working in my business and not enough time working on my business. Validation of that is one of the big vision items for me, and you're going to learn a lot about big visions, not just from my talk here today in the next few minutes, but from Lynn in the next several weeks. I was able to publish a book called How to Generate More Leads, Customers, and Profits. And this is something I had on the back burner for several years. It was just something I never had time to get to. And as a result of this, I put it into my big vision. I was able to get to that, and that's now published, and it's available on Amazon and Kindle. If you asked me to summarize just in one sentence what this class was all about, I'd have to take a quote from Henry Ford. And Henry Ford once said, "A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business." Think about that for a minute. When I look back upon my Emerging Leaders journey, I finally recollect one of the very first days in class, evenings in class, I should say, when I was absolutely enthralled to be in that room, but I was to some extent intimidated by the caliber of the individuals that I was surrounded by in that room. Well, in that class, our instructor, Lynn O'Neill, was trying to get our class members to draft up our big vision. That's where you take a step back from your business, back from the day-to-day operations of your business, and really figure out what it is. Why are you in business? Why is it that you do what you do? What makes you so special and unique? Well, our class just wasn't getting it done. We just weren't going deep enough. We weren't peeling back enough layers of the onion, if you will. And, you've got guys in the class like me in their 50s, right? We're set in our ways. You've got military people in the class that are just structured and regimented and can't get out of that process. You've got other folks that were in family businesses. We've been doing it this way for 102 years. Why do we need to change now? Now, Lynn, mind you, is this unique ability, and you're all going to learn this, to draw out the very best qualities from each and every student in that class. You see, we're all business people, and we all tend to get set in our ways and do our thing our own way. But the big vision was the critical thing for me. It gets you to see the forest through the trees, if you will. So Lynn, with that unique ability to draw out the very best from every student, she had a plan. So here she comes. She walks out with this pack of paper, large blank sheets of white paper, drops the piece of paper on each and every student's desk, and then she drops a box of crayons in front of everybody. Yeah, Crayola Crayons. Everybody know that yellow and green box? How about the smell of that? Can everybody visualize that smell right now? Well, she assigned the problem rather matter-of-factly as a grade school teacher would. And Lynn said, you can only use crayons and paper. You've got 15 minutes to sketch out your big vision, and then you're going to present it to the rest of the class. You know, the most amazing thing about that assignment is I can still remember that smell, that box of crayons. I can still smell that smell. Can anybody relate to that? Back to grade school, can you remember that smell? A Yale University study on scent recognition was done, and it assigned crayons as number 18 of the 20 most recognizable scents to adult humans. For most people, when you smell crayons as an adult, it brings a cerebral flashback to your childhood, and it makes you more creative. Yes, studies have shown that the simple smell of crayon makes adults more creative. So here I was, 54 years old, no longer set in my ways. I felt free, I felt happy, I felt a change in my own mindset. Now, how does this mindset apply, you might ask, to the creative process required at the Emerging Leaders Program? Well, it has everything to do with it. Because you see, if you give a child a problem to solve, they'll find unique solutions to the problem. Because they don't have a statute of limitations. The ideas can have a budget of $100 gajillion. They can even sprinkle a little bit of magic dust on it to make it work just right? So here we are in the classroom. We put together our big vision drawing. Then we present it to the class. And then over the next 7 months together, we worked as a team to make those visions a reality. The ideas ended up being unique, amazing, fresh, and innovative. So the big aha moment for me in that class was that my final presentation was almost a mirror image of that big vision drawing that I had created nearly 7 months earlier in one of the very first nights of class. What an amazing event that was. So the lesson learned here is that as a small business owner wearing many hats during the day-to-day of your business operation, it's important to take a step back. Look at the big picture. Work on your business rather than in your business. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was what the real value of this program was all about. Working together in teams, long days, late nights, we all became friends. We've got a few of our classmates here in the room with us. The staff that was there every day, Katrina, Billy, Herb, Yolanda, Lynn, Priya, Cliff. We all stay in touch. And it's a big statement. The networking is huge. We all stay in touch on a continual basis. As a final thought going forward, I'd like to leave you with a quote from Newton D. Baker. The man who graduates today and stops learning tomorrow is uneducated the day after. To the class of 2015, I have a box of crayons for each and every one of you. Please come and see me at the end of this event. I want you to use this as a memory to keep your ideas fresh and innovative. Always remember, you have no limitations. Keep leveraging those budgets of $100 gazillion. Sprinkle a little bit of magic on it from time to time. And perhaps most importantly, never stop learning, my friends. I wish you all your best in your future as you embark on this wonderful journey with Lynn that you're about to embark on, and I look forward to perhaps interacting with you over the next several months. Thank you.
Rick, you never disappoint anybody. He is one phenomenal speaker. We enjoyed him in class. You're going to see a lot of me as you will our trainer back.